delegates of the People's Democratic Party, God has given you people the opportunity to change the fortunes of Nigeria by the decisions you are going to make in the next few days. Enormous power has been handed down to you people to make a change in Nigeria, to make a change in the People's Democratic Party. The country is sinking socially, economically, security-wise. You have been given the opportunity to select the next president of Nigeria. It is an enormous opportunity. Do not abuse it. Do not take it for granted. Do not be dissuaded by sentiments, be it religious, be it ethnic, be it tribal, of any kind. Let you be guided by your love for Nigeria, by the principle of fairness, justice, and equity, by the principle of doing to others what you would like to be done unto you. You have been handed opportunity to make this country better. You have been handed opportunity to ensure that the economy of this country is improved and that you bequeath to your families a better education, working hospitals that are not mere consulting clinics, roads that will not kill you, railways that you will use without being attacked. You have been handed opportunity to make this country better. You have been handed opportunity to ensure a better welfare for all Nigerians. The opportunity that has been handed on to you by God, do not abuse it. Please do not abuse it. It is an enormous responsibility. Let your decisions be based on the realities on the ground. Let it not be based on the amount of dollars that you are going to be given. Do not bother about the dollars. No amount of dollars that they pay you as a delegate that you will not finish. Do not be persuaded by dollars. It will finish and you will return back to square one. You need a sustainable development in Nigeria. You need a sustainable economy in Nigeria. Economy that even when you are dead, you'll be sure that your children, your grandchildren are living in a better country. Do not be persuaded by dollars. They are going to bring out all the dollars that they have stolen since and bring it out and begin to share it because they want to be president. Do not be this. Let that not be the reason why you go and cast your vote. Cast your vote with your conscience, with the realities of the environment you are living in. Cast your vote based on who will be able to save this country. Let your vote be guided by wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Let it not be persuaded by dollars. The dollars will finish. If they like, let them give you $50,000 per delegate. It will finish. It will finish. Even whatever you bought with it may not be secured, and it will not be secured in the present Nigeria that we are in. Be guided by your conscience. Be guided by the future of Nigeria. Now, of all the candidates or aspirants that have presented themselves, many of them, we know them as very corrupt. They've stolen our money all these years. Now they are coming out to share it. Some of them are still in power, stealing the dollars that they want to come and give to delegates. Reject their dollars. Reject their present show of love to you. They don't love you. They are all for their personal gains. They don't love you. Do not be do not be persuaded by their moral bankruptcy of giving you dollars. Of all the candidates or the presidential aspirants that have presented themselves so far, even across party lines, the best presidential candidates that PDP should have and that Nigeria deserve is Mr. Peter Obi. The delegates, you should vote for Mr. Peter Obi. One, Mr. Peter Obi will not steal your money. Go and check his record in Anambra State as governor. He will not steal your money. Nigeria's money will not be stolen under the watch of Mr. Peter Obi. You can take that to the bank. He will not allow the resources of Nigeria to be stolen under his watch. He will not steal your money, and he will not allow anybody in his administration to steal your money. So you can go to sleep knowing that the resources of Nigeria is in a safe hand, where it will properly utilized. He had done it in Anambra State, where he was able to leave 70 billion, 75 billion naira savings, which is unheard of in any state in Nigeria. He had saved money in dollars. These dollars that some people are coming to share for you during the primary election. Peter Obi saved it for Anambra State because he is a man who cares about tomorrow and not just about today. So he will not steal your money, and he will not allow others to steal your money. And you can be guaranteed that the economy of Nigeria will be properly managed. He is a good and excellent manager of men and resources. He will take this country into productivity. Nigeria is the only country in the world where even the founding fathers or those who wrote the Constitution did not think about productivity. All they care about was sharing. And that infectious sharing is what put the country the way it is today. Mr. Peter Obi wants to make Nigeria productive again. You can be sure that Nigeria will become one of the most productive countries in Africa and in the world under his leadership, because he is somebody that understands the principles and the importance of productivity. That a nation does not grow by consumption, but by producing, by production. He has said it several times that he wants to make this country productive. And he's not saying it alone. He has a blueprint on how to make various parts of Nigeria to be productive. You can see it from his analysis of state to states that he has visited. He has visited all the states of the country in the course of trying to persuade you, the delegates, to vote for him. Mr. Peter Obi had in the palms of his hands all the financial blueprint that can turn every state around. Go and listen to what he said about Niger State, what can be done with the landmass of Niger State. Go and listen to what Mr. Peter Obi has said, what will happen to Taraba State with the beautiful landmass and the climate and the weather of Taraba State. Wherever Peter Obi had visited, he had always seen opportunities. This is because this is a man who has the mindset of productivity, mindset of development. He has seen a lot of opportunities in this country. So we need somebody like Mr. Peter Obi to drive this country out of the present problem we are. Nigeria now is one of the most highly indebted nations. Mr. Peter Obi will not compound the indebtedness of Nigeria. He will not borrow unnecessarily. When he was the governor of Anambra State, he cleared all the debts of the state. And he was able to make Anambra State free of debts. He cleared all the debts owed local investors, foreign investors, and cleared the backlog of salaries. By the time he was leaving, Anambra State government was not owing anyone a kobo. This is a man that will not compound the indebtedness of Nigeria. He will set Nigeria free from indebtedness to productivity. Mr. Peter Obi will guarantee the security of Nigeria. Just listen to him when he talks. He's not like other politicians who talks without having a solution to the issue of security. He has made it clear the problem of insecurity in Nigeria is because of lack of investment in the stomach security. When you have millions of unemployed Nigerians, young men who could be put to productive use, roaming the streets without food, without knowledge of what they will do tomorrow, without their mind being set aright. What you are going to get is the kind of insecurity that we are having in the country. And he had taken note of several countries that were insecure before, how they were able to come out of it by investing in education, by investing in the youth, by investing in small-scale businesses. He will provide better security than all the people you are seeing today who are presenting themselves for president. He knows what to do. Please vote for the man who knows what to do. Mr. Peter Obi knows what to do. If you look at the issue of power, Mr. Peter Obi, unlike other presidential aspirants and candidates from across party lines, had taken his time to study the power sectors in other parts of the world. I had seen where Nigeria is missing it, and he's ready to fix it. And when Mr. Peter will tell you he will fix it, he is not like your average politician who, if he greets you good morning, you look at your watch first to see if it is really morning. You can take his words to the bank. He will do what he said he will do. He did it in Anambra State. Trust him. We need a politician who has business background too. Mr. Peter Obi knew, and he has been saying it, that many of the countries in the Asian Tiger region were able to move out of poverty to prosperity through investment in small businesses. Small businesses that women, youths, and other citizens of the country could drive. He wants to replicate that success in Nigeria, and he can do it. He will support small businesses. He will not overtax small businesses. He will provide a enabling environment for small businesses. Nigerian economy today is actually run by small businesses. He is going to be a business-friendly president who will make Nigeria work for business people. He is not going to allow businesses to be overtaxed. He will encourage businesses. He will set a standard that years later, other presidents will build on it, and Nigeria will be on the march to economic prosperity. We need a leader, a president who will ensure that there is sanity in the running of Nigerian government. And Mr. Peter Obi, you can take it to the bank, will run a transparent government. Mr. Peter Obi understands the importance of infrastructure development. He will ensure the infrastructural development of the whole country. He will be fair to all parts of Nigeria. You, the delegates, have opportunity to put the best man for the job for the first time in a very long time in Nigeria. Somebody who is well prepared, well equipped to run this country. Do not disappoint Nigerians by voting the wrong candidate. Do not disappoint Nigerians by looking at the amount of dollars that people will bring for you. Do not be persuaded by pecuniary reasons. Be persuaded by the future of your children, the future of the country. It is an enormous power that has been handed over to you. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Before we continue, let me stop here for now and tell you that if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button so that anytime we release any video, you will be among the first to know. Thank you very much. Now let us continue to look at why the PDP delegates should put their vote for Mr. Peter Obi to become the next president of the country. If you look at the education sector has collapsed in Nigeria. Teachers are owed salary all over the country. In many parts of the country, teachers are owed salary. ASU is on strike for most part of the year. Academic activities are being disrupted in various higher institutions across Nigeria, especially publicly owned universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. Mr. Peter Obi is a man who loves education. He knew the importance of education, and he has said it before, and he keeps on saying it, that education is at the core of development of any nation. Mr. Peter Obi is one of the candidates or aspirants who have been saying it, that he cannot understand why councillors, lawmakers are any more than those who teach our children. He is going to ensure that teachers are well paid. He is going to show that the welfare of teachers are guaranteed. Mr. Peter Obi will ensure the end of ASU strike. Under his watch, there will be no ASU strike. If you know the level of education, the devastation in the educational sector when Peter Obi became the governor of Anambra State, the governor before him was owing teacher salary for several years. Many of the schools were overrun by weeds. Education collapsed totally in Anambra State. But he turned it around. He invested heavily in education, not just investing, throwing money around the problem. He ensured that the money gets to where it will be useful. And he turned the fortune of education around. Where Anambra used to be around number 26, number 26 in WAEC, NECO, and other examinations in the country. Mr. Peter Obi brought Anambra back to number one. And today, Anambra is one of the best performing states when it comes to education. He was able to ensure that there is enabling environment for teaching and learning. Facilities were provided for teachers. Facilities were provided for schools. And there was direct communication between the school authorities, the students, and Mr. Governor, who is Mr. Peter Obi. He can do it at the national level. He can do it at the national level. Trust him. He will ensure that your children go to universities that will not be closed because lecturers are not paid or their welfare are not given priority attention. That is what you people should be thinking as you go ahead, as you step out to cast your vote on the election day. During the primary election for the presidential candidate of the PDP, put your vote for Mr. Peter Obi. Mr. Peter Obi will run this country well. In every sector, Mr. Peter Obi knows what to do to reshape it for the good of Nigeria, to reshape it for the good of Africa. Because if it is good for Nigeria, it is good for Africa, and it is good for the world. You are delegates today. Tomorrow you may not be delegates. Do not miss this opportunity. Do not say, had I known tomorrow, by casting your vote to those who want to give you dollars so that you enjoy for today and leave behind for your children misery, agony, a country in crisis. The insecurity in the country, if you had not taught you a lesson, then I bet that nothing will teach you a lesson. Let it guide you. We need somebody who will tackle it, not just physically, but also tackle it intellectually by taking care of insecurity of the stomach to guarantee physical security. In terms of equipping our military, Mr. Peter Obi will not deny the military what they need to deal with outlaws. Even though he understands that some of these outlaws are doing what they are doing because of lack of opportunities. He is a president that will ensure opportunity for all Nigerians. Cast your vote for Mr. Peter Obi, who will guarantee the productivity of Nigeria, who will guarantee good education for all Nigerians, who will ensure steady power supply for all Nigerians. A man who will not steal your money. A man who will not allow others to steal your money. There are people who have had at least one president who is reputed that he doesn't steal money. He can't touch money. But people are around the person. He's stealing money. So therefore, it's not enough that you cannot steal money. But it's even more better when you are somebody who will not steal Nigerians' money and you will not allow others to steal Nigerian money. You will ensure that the money meant for Nigeria is plugged into Nigeria's productivity, into Nigeria's development. That is what Mr. Peter Obi will do. He will not mismanage Nigeria's money. If you go and read the book of former Minister of Finance and coordinator of the economy, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, he singled out Mr. Peter Obi for praise in her book. I can't recall easily the title of that her book, but there was a page devoted to Mr. Peter Obi, several pages devoted to Mr. Peter Obi on what he was able to do, how he was different from all the governors of his era in terms of savings, in terms of management of economy. Let this man be tested at the national level. He will not disappoint Nigerians. He is not your everyday politician. It is an opportunity to put the right man for the right job, Mr. Peter Obi. Everything is now in your hands, the delegates. Those of us who are watching from outside, we can only produce this type of message to you people. The ball is in your court now. You determine whether Nigeria will be in light or in darkness. You will determine whether Nigeria will be in underdevelopment or development. You will determine whether Nigeria will move forward or backward. The ball is in your court. Make the right decision. Vote for Mr. Peter Obi to turn this country around for the better. Vote for Mr. Peter Obi to change the fortune of Nigeria. Vote for Mr. Peter Obi so that we can all sleep at night with our two eyes closed. God bless you. Now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button so that whenever we release anything, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.